We will be talking about introduction to email. What is an email? If you see the two parts of this email, E means electronic, mail means post, letters, information, invitation. So, electronic mail, as we knew the older postal mails, it's really like that, but the technology has changed. You know, different people involved are not there. Your computer, other computer, and the network channel. It's quite quick. Just type the email the way you are typing, say, MS Word or text file. Just send it, and whomsoever you want to say, send it, it will go in less than a minute. Okay. Previously, in Indian subcontinent, we used to have inland letters, and then we have the postcards. So this will, first you have to write on paper, then it will take a time. That is, you will use a paper, you will use a pen, you will write a formal letter, or it may be informal also, and then you have to drop it into some letterbox. In electronic mail, same thing you have to do. You have to write the text, but you have to type. But along with that, you can attach images, you can attach audio, video, spreadsheet, and the other person who is getting it, he will be reading that email. Along with, he will be viewing your images and other, say, attachments. So, email today has become the most popular means of communication. Okay, until this WhatsApp and Line and Hike has come, but formally, email is there. How does email work actually? What is the underlying scenario? As I said, email, you are not just typing email, you are not just typing a letter. In an email, you get various additional things. That is, first, with this letter or text, you can attach various documents. You are typing the document, this is your basic main body. Along with this, you can attach, as I said, audios, videos, different type of documents, PDFs, spreadsheets, Excel. So what all document is supported, and most of the documents are supported, you can attach. There is a size limit, but 30, 40, 50, depending upon the email service, MB. Previously, what will you do? You will write a letter, put it under the envelope, and then you will send it to that person. So if you have to send it to two people, you have to write again a letter, and then we have to use another envelope. But in email, you can send this email to multiple people at the same time. The thing is, the postal and email, what is the difference? We have a lot of advantages of email, but still postal mail are still there. For various purposes, we cannot use email because of some security issues or some formal issues. What is the difference between a postal mail and an electronic mail? A postman will come to you to deliver a post mail. Email, there will be no one. Your mobile or your smartphone or your computer will say an email has come. First thing is, in postal mail, you have to give the exact address. You have to write the name, you have to write the street, the house name, street, then the main road, then the area, then the city and the country, along with the pin code. That is the special code. And then you will write from where it is coming. In email, you just have to write a username with that @gmail.com or yahoo.com or outlook.com. You just have to know the email ID of the person. That is enough, because this is also unique. As somebody's address is unique, email address is also unique for a person. It cannot be, it cannot be duplicated. It's not duplicate. Second thing is, postal mail is what you write on paper. For example, people like me, I have a very bad handwriting. But if I want to send an email, I can type, I can send it to multiple people, I can attach multiple files, I can do various things like I can change the text, different colors, different options are there. Postal mail use transportation. It can be sent by bus, air, train. There are different means. So transportation is involved, people are involved, multiple people are involved. So you'll write a letter, then you will put it in some box, letter box. Then the postal department person will come pick it up. It will, see all the letters and try to categorize it or to which place it has to go. Then in head office, maybe it may be in the local office or head office. Then finally, one has to go Calcutta, Madras or America. So in order to go to America, it has to go by aeroplane. So there are different ways how to send it. And this is the whole way. But for email, you just type the text with a button, send it. It will go within seconds, I should say less than a minute, to the person intended. How to receive the email or a mail? First, let us talk about mail. The same thing in reverse has to be done. That is, the person who is writing, he has to write, put it in the envelope, in the letterbox, then it will go to the head office, then it will send it to multiple locations depending upon the address. Then it will come to your letterbox or your mailbox, and then you will pick it up. So the same way for sending and same way for receiving for postal email, it will take a lot of time. But postal, unlike this postal email, just you have an inbox, that is also a software, that is also an application. So you'll get it in the inbox and just open it. I'll just show you. Let me just open this. I've made a test email introduction account. So when we log in, what do you see? The whole email structure, this is Gmail basically I'm opening. But if you see Yahoo Mail or Outlook, almost the things are same. So this is the only address you are interested in or you have to know. So this is a random email ID right now, but you will be knowing specifically to whom you have to send. So you have to send it. And just that email ID and the username is not required, only the email ID is required for the other person. And please remember, sending an email is a formal way of sending. You don't chat here. You don't do friendship or dating. This is not the place for that. So you open this, press compose, say I am sending email to somebody. Okay. In subject, this is the email ID I am sending. Okay. This is the address of unique address of the person. In subject, you have to write some say you have to take leave, for example. And in the main box, this is the main body. You have to write a formal way. I'm just trying to tell you how to write or where to write. You have to do it formally. Now you have to say you are taking leave, you have to attach some medical certificate. So you will attach here. There is a paperclip sign and you can attach multiple documents here, right? You can have images, you can have a spreadsheet and audios and videos, and then you just have to send. And the look and feel also can be changed. See, I just made it bold. Then you send it. Once you send it, it will go to the required person. Now, if you want to see whether you have sent it or not, there is no problem. You can look it in the send folder. This is how you mail. What is an email ID or address? See, electronic mail ID is for identification. Okay. First thing is very clear that this email ID is very unique to a person. So first part will be the username. The other part is for the emailing server or emailing service. @gmail.com, @yahoo.com. These are all the emailing services provided by different company. For example, Gmail is provided by Google. So here you are going to put unique name to whom you are sending the email. So for you, for example, you have an email address that is unique to you. @ is the symbol which is differentiating between the first part, username, and the second part, which is the email service provider. So when you are making email ID, you will see that username has to be there, because it might be taken by someone else. For example, Ashok Rastogi _1 @ gmail.com. So he might not be getting Ashok Rastogi. So he was being suggested by Gmail, put _1. So that is how two people cannot have the same ID. A person can have multiple IDs, but two person cannot have a single ID. Okay. So this @ is a symbol, and it will be used in all the email services. This Gmail which you see here is the domain name of email service provider. It can be any. There are so many companies which are providing this email service provider. Mostly people are using Gmail, but Yahoo and Outlook are also popular. Now gmail.com, what do you see? This is the domain name, and it is provided by Google. So gmail.com is the domain name. Yahoo.com or yahoo.co.in, or these are from Yahoo. Outlook.com is the domain name from Microsoft. So if you write outlook.com, @outlook.com you will do, @yahoo.com you will do. But the main thing is the username you are using here. Username. What are the advantages of email? First thing, it will be done in a quick way. One time you can send it to multiple people. One time. Along with this, you can attach various documents, digital content, whichever is possible by your email service provider. Now, if you have internet connectivity, it's basically free. You are just paying for internet. You are not paying for email, right? Unless you are not using very huge space. So paper. When you write a letter, you will use paper. Paper or pages are coming from trees. You have to cut trees, then only the paper will be formed, and then you write on a paper. So this email will save a lot of trees. So it is environment friendly. No paper is being used. Free service, environment friendly. So let us see the question answer. True and false. Email cannot be sent to more than one person at a time. This is absolutely false. See here. I am composing now. I am sending it to multiple people. Okay. Say I am sending it to one person. If I want to send a copy, I can send it to some other person as a copy. But in two, I can have multiple recipients in two only. So let me do it, say one, same name with one. I don't know, I'm just making it up. So Mijaz PK 2, let us do it. So I'm sending it to multiple people. So I just wanted to tell you that in two also you can have multiple. Now in copy also you can have multiple recipients. So the main recipients will be in two. The CC will only see that okay, you have sent it to that one and you have just copied that post and given it to him, send it to him for information. Now you want to send email, but you don't want other people to see who are the recipient. So for that you send blind carbon copy. Now Ijaz PK say 4 will not know about others, and others will not know about Ijaz PK. Okay. So you have to have a subject. It's always advisable to have subject, but it is not mandatory. You can leave the subject, but it's always advisable. So just test. Now sending it. So as I said, you can send it to multiple people at the same time, and this is also shown in the sent mail with all the recipients whom you have sent, whom you have sent the carbon copy, whom you have sent the blind carbon copy, what time you have sent. So email cannot be sent to more than one person at a time. Absolutely false. So this is the answer, false. Email is an electronic message sent over the internet or a computer network. So this is absolutely true. Pictures, videos, audio files and spreadsheet file cannot be attached with an email. That is false. See, if I compose a mail, I can always attach certain documents. This is a paperclip sign. I can attach from here, use this paperclip, and almost all the email service providers they have used this paperclip only. So I can attach these many files. All these which are seen when you open the folder, all these can be attached. So let me show you the answer again. False, true, false. Okay. So this is all about this discussion. Thank you so much. Take care of yourself.